Hey everybody, this is episode 37. I think in this level, it's been a while now. I had to take care of wife problems. We're going to introduce the boss, a boss character. Now he's going to show up every 5th level. That's all I'm going to do with him. So I'll go into the scripts, script variables, and maybe I'll put it right here. I'll say global dot level boss. I believe it has to equal 0 at this point. Yeah, that's what we want. So it's going to be at 0. So there's the global. That's the level boss. So it's kind of like a holder of numbers. So every time level boss becomes 5, it will introduce the boss, and then the level boss will become the global level. So it can keep track. Okay. Let's get into the game scripts. Create rocks. And I know this is where we want to do it. Let's just put it right here. If the level boss plus 5 equals global dot level, then we will do it. We haven't done it. We haven't created the object yet, but I'll write it in right now. Instance create XY object boss. And like you can tell right there, it's not turned to red, so it hasn't been created yet. But here's where we'll have it come in every 5 levels. We'll say global dot level boss equals global dot level. Okay, so now we can create the object, and I did kind of half-ass make this boss. You could make it a lot more efficient than the way I did it. I just took a bunch of I just made a little face and adjusted it, and like you could make its eyes move and stuff like that just by cutting out the eyes. But let's create the sprite. Sprite boss. I think we can do it this way. Load sprite. I was working on a different thing. Oops, that's not right. Images. It's basically all these ones. I wonder if it'll hold them all. Okay, let's see. Oh, it did load them all. That's cool. Because I don't think they're in order that I want them to be. Actually, that'll work. So there's basically all he's doing is he either has his mouth open and his eyes move left, right, up, down, which is kind of a little overkill for something like this. And let's go ahead and center him. Okay, there's our sprite, and we're gonna need him to be a object. Done. So right click on game objects, create object, object boss. Okay, so he's ready to go. And we'll grab the sprite boss, put him in there. We'll add the crate and create our code here. I'm going to say image speed equals 0, because I don't want it rotating through the animation. Image index equals 1. So what I'm basically, his initial one is going to be that guy right there. That's your main character, my main character. Okay. Okay, now we'll tell it where we want it to be on the stage. So I'll say x equals random range. I think I'll go kind of be a little conservative about it. 70 and room width minus 70. And y will be room height divided by 2 minus 200. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. You can have it appear on your stage wherever you want them to be. I'm just kind of going to have them be 200 down. Well, where am I? Oh, I'm going to have them come from the top is what I'm doing there. Okay, so, and then we're going to need a variable, which this is the create, so it's going to be a local variable. I know I do everything in global, but this one's going to be local. It's going to be boss on equals false. Direction equals random 360, so in any direction. We'll tell, I'm going to have an alarm go off. Alarm1 equals random range 20. Wait, is that what I want? Yeah, 20 to 100. Okay, I did that wrong right there. Alarm1. And what that is going to do is have it change directions. So it's not just running in one direction. Okay, so its speed is going to equal random range 0.1 to 1. And all these numbers you can change and play around with. Okay, and I'm going to create a global variable. Oh, you know, I got to create it in the variables. So, because we're going to, there's going to be a life bar for our boss. So let's go ahead and make that. Where's my script? Script variables. We'll just copy these two. Basically the same thing as all the other bars. Well, I'm going to call this one boss BSP and max BSP. So that's ready to go. Okay. So now we need to screw with this variable here because it's being created. So global dot BSP equals 100. It's gonna have 100% power. Image alpha equals 0. We're gonna have him fade in. Here's another local variable. Maybe I'll put it up here with this other local variable. Change image equals false. And temp speed. So what do I want to do? Temp speed equals speed. Okay, so we're gonna record what speed we're at now, because as it goes along, the more you shoot it, it's gonna speed up. I believe that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the alarm 1, get it out of the way, and then we'll create the step. Alarm 1, create the code. It's not right. Okay, if that local variable is false, boss on, which it is, isn't it? I put it to, pretty sure I set it there. Boss on equals false, so this is going to happen when this alarm goes off. Direction equals random 360. So like I said, it just changes direction. And I'll have some more code in there too for its change in speed. We're also going to have it go I believe I put it in here, right? Yeah, because it's false. Alarm, we're going to basically just call the alarm again. Alarm 1 equals random range in the same code, 20 to 100. And like I said, you can change it to whatever you want. So every random range between 20 and 100, it'll change its direction. And we're also going to have some speed code in there too. But I'm going to set this other stuff up first. Okay, so that's ready to go. Let's add our step. Add the code. Okay, so first of all, let's make a fade in, because it's got to fade in. So 1, 2, 3, fade in. Okay, and we got our script. Fade in. It's been a while since I worked on this, so I gotta remember what we do here. Self and 1. That sounds right. That should do it. Okay, we need another code, and we will. What we do next? Oh, we still got to stay on the stage. Didn't I write code for that? Let's see. Stay on screen. Yep. Good. It makes it nice and fast and easy. Glad I wrote that. The script stay on screen. Okay. So it'll stay on the screen. Okay, what we want to do is have every once in a while he'll kind of look at you in a different way. Basically, his eyes are going to move. You can even change your images to make his tongue stick out or something like that. It's just kind of a simple little graphic thing to add something to it. Okay, we'll call this random sprite. Okay, if did I make the let's see here. Can I have a variable? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. So this is where we'll use the if change image is false, and we're going to do this. Random equals random, integer random, 100. If because this is going to be running all the time. So if from 0 to 100, if the random number, I know I keep going over this just to make sure you know, equals 50, and I seem to always use 50 for some reason, image index equals, so this is when it's going to choose to make the different image. Image index equals random. Wait, that's got to be an iRandom too, doesn't it? iRandom range. Wait, I don't think that one needs to be iRandom. There's no reason for that. Random 100. This is the one that needs to be iRandom because we're dealing with numbers here. Unless we should probably have that a higher number then. I think okay. So it'll be between 1 and 7. We got 7 images in there. Change image. Whoops. Change image equals true. Alarm 2 equals 100. Okay, so it'll wait for this delay at alarm 2 before it decides to try and check it again. So you have a long enough time so it doesn't have googly eyes or crazy stuff happening too fast. Okay, so let's add the alarm 2. And all it's going to do is say change image equals false, so that it'll check again. Keep checking. Which, what we can do is test this real quick, because I'm going to have to stop this video here pretty soon. In our script variables, I'm going to change the global level to 5. I think that'll work. Will that work there? Destroy start screen. No, we got to do it in there. We got to do it in the destroy start screen. So let's put that back to 0 and see if that worked. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Fader needs the amount. Oh, shut off. Oh, the speed. Speed and amount. Okay. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so where's our fade in? Oh yeah, in our step. So we need the speed. What speed do we want? I'll just go with 0.1. Uh-oh, still got a problem. Okay, for now, for testing purposes, let's go ahead and get into the destroy start screen again, and just instead of 5, let's put it at 3. Because for some reason it's causing a bug there. Okay, so it should at least show up. Oh, let's nuke it. Go ahead and nuke it there. And we should be at level 5. Okay, there we go. And there's your alien, or your boss. It's probably a little loud right there. So I'm gonna let this one go, and we can continue with this on the next one. Alright, so subscribe if you feel like subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.